Our first-time travelers really charged at the airport.
Immigration, Kotoka.
Me say Kotoka.
Say, first-time traveler, who do hono?
Me say
immigration officers is going to have 500 cedis
on my menko.
For no reason.
Me, I say my make me agent to create
Are people who are traveling for the first time ever in their lives being charged at the Ghana Kotoka International Airport? Is this for real? Like, is it really true?
Me agent, eso job me can. Omo water for sa wa honjo. Omo they are duping people. Na me airport na DBC ye. Omo share account to omo saying. Immigration. Ghana ha enye. Obi a me to kwan for no. Maybe be on point, but they charge me extra 500 cedis. Yes, me ntua ye ma me nko.
Say
me nim me say immigration officer baako. Ohwe me din also pambo na me say mpacho me din nye opambo. Or say you have not paid. Na me no pay what? Or say you have not paid. Step back. No agye me passport ni nipa be for. O magye your passport na akogina one side. No guy baako na odi ani me akono. O man ne signal say na we man. Afi me gina na me 21,000 me tue nyina ntimi ante 500 cedis am.
Na eno e dey ska.
Minim
but men so ma twem a musa mi ska.
Oh, we bia.
On my reason tia also 2 years ska bia.
My reason bia o say me 2 years ska na me say for den o say my friend.
O mom say green no.
Green for no. Me so me person me too kwan. Nti no. Manyaye bibia and I have to pay.
Immigration Kotoka.
Me say Kotoka.
Say first-time traveler, who do hono?
Me say
immigration officers is going to have 500 cedis
on my menko.
For no reason.
Me I say my make me agent to create him. Na me wo 600 cedis bi share me ho. And me tia me.
On my receipt ben.
On my receipt bia na me say papa no just say uhu na ne ye bia kwa we say onye adwuma bia de oya ne so obegina ho. Oje a like oje nditi say de as a bribe no.
Connection.
Onje ni say
na on kan say mfangu ne nsem na
oya
say usika je so say me the kaje opening.
This is what I think. I'll actually be a fool to disagree with this guy that bribery and corruption do not take place in the Ghana airports. Everything he said was on point up until when I heard he said everybody who goes to Kotoka International Airport as a first-time traveler has to pay some amount of money to the people at the airport. It is never true. Not everybody pays a bribe to the immigration officers in Kotoka International Airport. I would like us to take a breakdown or a deep dive into this thing. I've done this in my initial videos and I have explained a lot of things pertaining traveling to not just the UAE but whichever country you are traveling to. You need to know everything that you need to get on you before you move to that country or before you even book yourself a flight or book yourself the ticket. Once you have the visa, know about the country, know the kind of documents you'll be needing to embark on the journey or your proof of funds when you get to the country or before entering the country. People who do pay bribes at the airport are people who are actually coming into the country through agencies. If you are coming through an agent or an agency, you would have to pay your way through at a point, even though they've charged you whatever money they are supposed to charge you before they get you to the airport. On coming to the UAE, as Obia Obabeyejwa, if you are coming here as an employee, you need to come into the country with an employment visa. When you are coming into the country as a visitor or a tourist, a visitor is someone who is coming to visit someone in the country, and a tourist is someone who is actually coming into the country for tourism purposes. When you are coming as a tourist, you would need to have enough money on you, number one, as proof that your stay in the country wouldn't be a burden and that you are not going to get stranded at the end of the day. And then proof of accommodation, be it a hotel reservation or an Airbnb. All they need is a proof of accommodation that you are not going to be stranded in the country, laying in the streets or sleeping in bus stations or bus terminals. Now, if you're also coming as a visitor, you need to provide the address of the person you are coming to visit here in the country. In order for you not to pay any amount of money to anybody at the airport, you would need to make sure that all your documents, your yellow fever card, you need to make sure you have enough money on you as proof of funds, be it in the Ghana airport or in the Dubai airport when you arrive. If you want more of such information about moving to the UAE and then what you would be needing to move to the UAE, I've made lots of videos in my playlists. Yeah, so check it out and then know how to go about it. He also said a lot of things about the accommodation system, the employment system, the working hours and all that. Charlie, what I can tell you as a matter of fact, when you intend to move or travel to the UAE to come seek greener pastures, you'd have to get some balls. Like, you'd have to be psyched, get yourself mentally psyched that regardless what happens at the end of the day, you are not going anywhere. You are staying and then you are here to focus and work. Other than that, you don't even need to work yourself up by getting yourself a visa in the first place and then booking yourself a flight ticket, because it had for a year. It had. And also bear in mind that no matter what happens, you are not going anywhere. You are staying and then you are working. If you have that in mind, then you can stay here in this country. If not, you might come here and then go home empty-handed. Now, I have one more point that he raised in that video, that if you don't take care, you would come here into the country and then you'd go back home empty-handed. Of course, yes. If you have no plans and then if you decide to spend your money anyhow, of course, you can't stay anywhere. Without a plan, you can't live anywhere and be successful. You would need a plan to be successful in life. I am only chipping this in because I actually heard him say that he went back home without any amount of money on him. He went back home empty-handed and has some suicidal thoughts and stuff. Bro, relax, Tobuase. Of course, there are a lot of people who are here in this country who wish they were back in Ghana at the moment. We keep telling people each and every day about these things. Fake people, fake agents will keep luring you so that they get your money into their pockets. But as to the kind of jobs they promise you here in the country, the validity is going to depend on the kind of agency you come to the country through and then the kind of job you are coming to do here. Not everybody who travels for the first time through the Kotoka International Airport pays any amount of money to the immigration officers. Me, for instance, when I was coming here back in 2018, I didn't pay any amount of money to anybody at the immigration office. From my first checkpoints, my baggage checks, my immigration checks and all that, nobody asked me for a penny. Now, if your documents are right, your documents are legit, you have your yellow fever card on you, you have enough funds on you, you're good to go. You walk with your shoulders high, chest out, and then see, once everything is all right with you, they will be begging you, bro, anything for the boys, do you have something for us today? Nobody's going to, and come to think of it, I think most of these agents are actually into contact with some of these immigration officers and they take the money, and I think that they share the money amongst themselves at the end of the day, because if one is traveling and then you educate them about the kind of documents they should take along, why would you be bothered about immigration fee or airport fee? This is bullshit. It doesn't happen anywhere. Nobody pays any amount of money to anybody as a first-time traveler to nowhere. Unless maybe you have some illegal stuff on you, or maybe you are trying to pay your way through because there are some documents you couldn't present at the airport. Other than that, nobody takes a dime from you when you are moving or when you are traveling through the Accra International Airport or the Kotoka International Airport. Nothing like that happens. This is my experience. The guy is also telling his part of the story, but I think these are the reasons why such amounts of money or such claims are being made from the first-time travelers by the immigration officers. So yeah, if you don't want to pay any amount of money to anybody at the airport, make sure you are traveling legitimately through the right means. Do your research, read a lot, know what you are supposed to carry along. Even if you are working with an agent, if you don't want to pay any amount of money at the airport, make sure you read enough about the country you are going to and what you are supposed to present at the airport before making that move. My name is Kofi Techi. If this is your first time on the channel, do well to hit on that subscribe button and be a part of the family. Share, comment, like, turn on post notification and keep coming back for more. Until we meet again, I hope you stay safe, stay out of trouble, and be good. See you on the next one.